All right, ladies and gentlemen, traders, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to another Relentless recap. So before we jump into this one, I do want to say initially I wanted this video to be like a overhauling recap, going over everything from the year to this point. But I have some bad news. I wasn't as consistent with uploading my trades, which means I'm still kind of in this predicament of not being able to show everything I would want to show you guys exactly where I am. In fact, I don't even know exactly where I am. What I can say is that I'm not like down anything crazy. If I'm to like guess a P&L of where I'm at on the year, I'd say maybe red 4K. I don't know. Somewhere there plus or minus. Now, with that being said, we've had a great trip, a great team house trip, a real team house trip, unlike the one in Miami, which was just like more of a seminar and like not really getting to study with the boys, but being able to review some trades with Marcelo, Ohad, and those guys really reminding me of the MMU edge because there is still some edge out there. And on a day like today, where it's my turn to do an upload, we have some good news to report. Now, before we do look at the calendar here, a couple of days here after the trip, obviously coming after the trip, I'm a little bit more motivated. I do want to say that I'm gonna try to work on getting all the stats together and do like a full overhauling recap so I can be more transparent, right? As transparent as I'd like to be. So let's remove the full screen, the half screen there, and then take a quick look at the last 3 days, which I've imported after the team house trip. The team house trip was from the 2nd all the way to the 16th. So we have 3 full trading days here, including today, where we're actually making some progress. I have a good feeling, and I told the boys, hey, I think this trip is my rock bottom, as in there's nowhere else to go but up. And so this is a good start. And, a lot of what I've been doing in the past, I'm continuing to do with some adjustments, right? Like it might sound silly, and, a lot of the times I used to say in the past, we're very close, but yet very far. And it's true in the sense that I mean, you guys saw it on the live stream like every day, man. Like trading, getting something 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 bucks, giving it all away on the backside, like just every day without fail. Pastor, when will you stop over trading the backside? You get a good setup going up, sticking around, trying to trade, and today in the live stream, you guys saw me kind of leave early in the front side of the move, but it's recognizing like, yo, I'm just not capturing this thing, and I need to leave because what's gonna happen is gonna pull back, and I'm gonna think finally a pullback, and then I'm gonna jump in here, and then get caught in a big massive flush, right? So we're gonna go over a couple of the stocks. We're gonna go in like reverse. Actually, I want to start from the open because it's a little bit more fresh in my head, and then we'll also look at some of the pre-market opportunities. But HCWB, man, HCWB. This was one of the better stocks here today. Earlier, it was a little bit slow and steady. The range was somewhat limited. I wasn't sure what to expect from it, and then out of nowhere, once this thing broke over 250, it went in with speed. And for me, I got caught in areas like this, trying for the breakout, and you can see it rejected. And so when it came up this second time, I wasn't as aggressive to jump in. I knew over 55, which was our resistance, it could go. Wasn't as aggressive here, and this thing absolutely just from 60, 65, 70, 75, all the way up here to 85, and then 90. And I kind of just felt like I was on my heels. We had this bit of a wedge, and same thing again. I tried here mid 90s for the push twice, nothing, and then it's like it's just a slippery move. It rips up without me. So HCWB, if you were able to connect on it, awesome move. And what really gave me the frustration, I said again to myself, I missed the first 2 legs. Is this thing gonna really be able to give me a third leg, a third move? And that's exactly what it did. And I kind of gave up on it a little too early, thinking there's no way it keeps going, you know? And so again, after trying here, I think I might have tried once or twice here again, and then on this move, I saw 92, 93, 94. I'm like, I should have been in. My hands are not on the hotkey. I'm like thinking in my mind I should be buying, and it just rips. And that's where I felt that frustration of like, bro, I can't keep watching it. This like, I'm gonna lose my mind here because if I didn't give up on the stock or on the day, really saying, you know what, I haven't done well to this point, and it's so extended, I need to walk. I would have actually caught this candlestick, which went from 3 to 320, and it hurt my heart to miss it. And it held up 304, and ripped up to 360, and then to 399, which then happened to be high of day. I mean, just you can't ask for a better move out of the open than this, especially in comparison to what we've been seeing in the past. And so, it is a good sign. I think hopefully we can see more of this because I think markets are heating up. We're getting some pretty big percentage gainers, right? As you guys know, every day starts off with the gap scan. And today we had a couple of tickers that were over 100%. Quite a few more earlier in the day, but a lot of the times we get the Christmas tree sell off. So we didn't really get to see them maintain their percentage gain. So that was HCWB into the open. Some other stocks that we traded that is worth mentioning at the open: MCW or MWC. MWC. This stock, we were very patient. We did a great job threading the needle and waiting. So for some context, if we zoom out, you'll see, massive move early, like 4 a.m. really. Again, this is one of those type of stocks that might have had a big percentage gain and then already sold off, right? In fact, it's still the leading gapper, right? But we had 550 to 26. I mean, goodness, do we need to try to wake up for 4 a.m.? Like, what's going on? My goodness. Volume really light, but nevertheless, this thing went crazy. So, anyhows, into the open, you can see it wasn't much, but we did get some action here. And this is where my Webull account, like I traded during the open, started off plus 200 on this one, then red 85 on NXXT, which was a green trade at the time. We took some size and took a small loss. Two losers of 1 cent each or so. But anyhows, MWC, we're over the VWAP. It rips up into a halt. I insta-buy the resumption. It resumes a little lower. We come down to a 10-second here. Maybe we can see a little bit more of that price action. I insta-buy the resumption down here. Very risky trade because we could have easily had this red candle kind of wash out. But it paid off nicely. And we made about 70 cents total here. 45 to 50 cents the first trade, and then another 20, 30 cents the second trade. Almost closer to $1 a share because about 66, 70 cents, somewhere there. We made over $200 with 300 shares, which is quite awesome. But we, again, on HCWB, we kind of got caught. We kind of got caught on the resumption on this one early. And I did use smaller size to help myself manage risk, but right here, it resumed. I don't think it had dipped right away, and it went to 29. It's showing a bottoming wick, but I don't think we dipped really. So halted at 20, maybe a slight dip, and then we got to 36. On the way down, I took 19, 20, 21 entry, and it dropped all the way to 09, putting in a bit of a double bottom. I can't remember if we had 09 initially. Maybe we did. We probably did. So I bought like earlier here, and I needed to wait for the bottom. Man. But if you caught this dip, 30 seconds later, massive red to green, and I got chopped out there. So this trade kind of put me on the defense a little bit. And as mentioned, when this thing did take off, I didn't get any entries here. A little choppy in the grind up before the acceleration over 3. And I kind of just missed the whole dang thing, man. It was a smooth stock, but I needed to be a little bit more sharp. Just don't have the words here. Need to study up and review this one. There's no excuse. So tonight I think I'm gonna rewatch some archive there. I did record my screen luckily today. This is another thing I keep forgetting to do most of the times, but today I remembered. So I should have something to see on this one in the move over 3 and the move over 257 to just see if there's anything I could have done differently to maybe be in on the trade earlier, right? Because that's the key for me, just finding something because that could make the difference next time. Okay, coming into some trades that we took earlier, we had JUNS. This stock was actually strong. I mean, with was it this one? We had JUNS and C. What was the other one? CAPS. Okay, JUNS from 740, a little choppy earlier, but once we got over 55 in this consolidation, you can see we had a bull flag breakout. And this is where our first decent trade came in, which was through the bull flag right here and the push going up. So it was a nice move, but sadly, the lows here did come down a little bit, which is fine. The reclaim curled up, but for me, I was trying to get more sort of breakout trade and gave back a little bit on that candlestick there. Next up was CAPS. I think this was might have been the better. CAPS, was this the better one of the pennies? The Penny Mania. Into the open, it also gave red to green there. I think this one we had a little bit more luck on. We didn't really make too much on these. Kind of like let's see, 162, 267, and there's also PHGE, which moved up as well. A lot of these stocks, I'm only using 5,000 shares for one, right, which is baby size. And then in the beginning of the moves, I'm very like hesitant because I'm like, is this stock going to be a good stock or is it going to be a Christmas tree stock? So I'm like letting the first move go, and a lot of the times it's like the biggest, best move. So many areas where in my mind I'm like taking the trade and it's working, but I'm actually not pushing the buy button, right? CAPS, this one had pushed over VWAP. Let me just quickly look at the log here just to remember where this trade it came. We had a really good one. Let's see. $38 candlestick. Let's see. Bear with me here. Bear with me here a little bit. Hold on, I gotta come back. Okay. This makes more sense. We had like more of an explosive move early. Yeah. 36. I started trading it at 36, around 47. So you can see I missed the very first, and this is what I'm talking about, right? Like sometimes you can miss these trades like this, waiting, and you can see this dip also held up and continued. But anyhow, the 1 minute, not a 1 minute candle, but essentially a new high of day break here. I kind of chased this entry a little bit and caught the move going up. That was a nice trade. Some of these are like, I mean, this is a 10-second chart, right? So it tells you how like big this move was. It looks like a 1 minute chart almost, right? From 42 to 48. But again, here it's so risky because it's so early. And if this isn't a strong stock, you're buying into oblivion. It's so damn risky, man. I can't lie. I think PHGE, some people will not like these trades, and that's understandable, you know. Ross, for example, don't even waste his time on penny stocks because you can get murdered. This one, we also made like 150 bucks in this incline right here. You can see we had a baby pullback, or if you want to say baby pullback, micro pullback, we had 3 of them, and a sweet uptrend. This is fucking hell. Actually, hold up. This is 5 a.m. I'm confusing. I shouldn't be cussing. I'm confusing the time frame. Let me double check timestamp. 54, 654. This red to green here. There we go. Okay, this one was a small one. I knew it was a front sight somewhere. I thought it was this one. Okay, here we go. This front sight here. Through the VWAP. A little short-lived, but gains, PHGE. We had 163 on that one. I can pull over my... I haven't showed my positions window, actually, which some people will probably complain about. I can show my positions window here of like the realized gains for the ticker. So you can see I'm also holding like a small position in Microsoft, 45 shares, 393, kind of high compared to some of the other accounts, but fairly good nevertheless. PHGE, that came from this move. I was messing it up. Right, this was this move here. So over the VWAP, we held the VWAP 56, and then it pushed up from 56 to 63, 6 cents range, pull back, and then another pop. So in here is where we were able to capture that move, not the other part of the chart. We're kind of like mixing that up. If I did mix up anywhere else, I apologize. I had to like double check the timestamps and where I am on the chart. But I forgot this one had 2 moves. So I thought it was this move. But man, 5 a.m., bro. What's the volume? Volume looks somewhat similar. But 5 a.m. is craziness, bro. that's just wild. So again, I'm gonna work on getting all my metrics together and try to upload something for the weekend. But as you guys saw the last 3 days here, looking decent. All right. But yeah, stay safe, stay green. A quick one just to kind of go over the day here. We're going to look to build on this, aiming for green the whole week if possible, and looking to manage risk to the best of my abilities. Okay, stay safe, stay green. Hit the thumbs up. Relentless and the team back with the recaps, back with the live streams. Catch you guys in the next one.